Hello and welcome back to the channel. I love a paint job. Ford Raptor body shell, and we're going to take this and turn it into this. Got the chassis. It's actually a FTX Apache and it's just a really good size for what I want to do. So in this project, I really wanted to build a truck. So I chose the Ford Raptor and I'm going to build it into not a monster truck, but a really nice off-road bashing truck. As if you're subscribed to this channel, you know I do like the scale realism. So I bought this 1/10 scale Ford F-150 Raptor body shell. It fits really nicely on the chassis. And you'll notice later in this video that I chose a second body shell that was more detailed and didn't have this white cover, because I really want to show you some detailed paint techniques which you wouldn't be able to see through this opaque cover. Body shell's been cut and the body mount posts have been drilled. And this is the clear shell that I later chose, and I've started to get it masked up. And I'm using regular masking tape and also a Tamiya 6mm tape and a smaller 3mm tape for doing curves and finer detail work. Starting with the window masks and beginning to blank out some of the main body. And in this tutorial I wanted something quite complicated, so rather than just doing one colour, I've actually got 6 here to show you the layering. Ignore the dog and focus on the masking. So we're first of all going to start with black as we go from dark to light colours. And here I'm just masking out some stripe details and making sure they're parallel. So the first colour we're going to lay down is the darkest, black. And we're going to do the front grille and also the top of the bonnet or hood. We're also going to do this side panel in black, but it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that to give it some interest. And we're also going to do the truck bed and also the rear, which incorporates the lights and the tailgate. So the first colour is going to be PS5 black. And first off, we're going to give it a very light mist coat. And it's really important for that first dust coat to dry, because it will seal the tape edges and stop any bleed of the paint. After 3 coats, it's looking quite sharp. And the next colour is gunmetal. That's going to be this patch here and also these 2 stripes. And same on the other side. So carefully remove this masking. I can already see that these lines are nice and crisp. So next on with the gunmetal. Now the gunmetal is a metallic colour, so it can be quite translucent, so it needs a few coats to give it a more solid colour. And I'm also going to back it in black so that any subsequent coats of paint, such as the white and the orange, don't affect the colour behind it. So that's the second coat. And if you hold it up to a light source, you can see it's still quite translucent. 3 coats gives you quite a good colour. And then backed with black will really make the metallic pop. So the first 2 colours, black and gunmetal, are done. And next up is orange, PS7. So the black and the gunmetal are both dry. And the next colour is orange. And that's going to be on the bonnet or the hood and a stripe down here. So you could take the masking off and redo it, but I'm trying to save a little bit of time. So I'm going to try doing it this way first, just by cutting away the masking that I don't need, following the body line. Of course, if I do make a mistake, I can remask it. So that's that bit. And the other bit is this stripe here. Let's go spray the orange. So that's the orange laid down as well. And it's all working out rather well so far. The orange stripe down the side. So I'm going to really give this a good chance to dry, and then it's off with the masking, apart from the window masking, and we'll get the white laid down. And I'm glad I did the truck bed in black. It'll be a nice contrast to the white. And if it's too white, it wouldn't come out as well on camera. And of course I can always cover that with some matte clear, which I've got, to give it a matte finish. So that might be something we do. And yeah, I'll be honest, it's taken quite a long time to get this all masked up. And it's a bit of a head wrecker as well, working out what to do in what order and what to mask and when to take it off. But it's fairly straightforward if you take your time, and hopefully this video helps. It's a little bit easier to follow now. Some of the blue's coming off, and we've just got the colours that we want. I found the blue a bit distracting. I'm making sure that the window masks stay intact, because we still need those for the white. And you're probably thinking, well, yeah, for the cost of the body shell and 6 tins of paint, you could have bought a really nice body shell. But the body shell was £20, you know, $25, $30 at the most. And because each area of paint is so small, they're all paints that I've already had and used. So I think I've only bought 1 tin of paint, and that was a white because I'd run out. All the rest are half cans from other projects. So there we go. Looking pretty good. And the lines for the most part are really crisp. There's a little bit of bleed in the black here, which I'll tidy up. And so we'll get the white laid down. The white can go over the orange because it'll just brighten it up a little bit, and it won't affect the darker black. And then when that's completely dry, I'll probably line the entire thing with a coat of PS12 silver, then remove the window masks and give them a layer of smoke. So one important learn from this video is also how the backing colours affect the colours you put on. So there's several coats of orange on there, and it's actually quite thick, and you think that any colour that you put behind that wouldn't make a difference. But if you put something behind it, black and white, you can see how clear that is. So you can see the effect of the final colour orange that you'd get, depending on whether you back it with white or back it with black or silver. And there isn't a wrong answer. A bright white might suit one particular model, whereas a vintage, historic classic orange, you might want to go darker. And it's always worth keeping scrap pieces of polycarbonate and doing testings, different backing colours, so you can work out exactly what colour you want. So that's the white laid down, which is most of the painting work complete. I've removed the window masks and given them a tint of smoke. So, time for the fun bit. Oh wow! That is so nice. That has come out really, really well. Brilliant. And one of my favourite bits is the decals. So we've got a decal sheet which came with a body shell, which has just got the Ford Raptor lights basic decal. And you probably guessed where I was going with this colour scheme. So we've got some Fox racing decals. Also got some black Fox decals, set of race numbers, and then various other KTM, Ford, Castrol, Loctite. Got some wipers and some door mirrors. And I've also got some automotive vinyls, a matte black, a gloss black and an orange. And I'm going to use those to add just a little bit of detail on there. You can only go so far, I think, with the painting. So for example, the top of the truck bed would look good with some matte black, a window visor, well, maybe black, and then add some decals into that, maybe the Ford decals. Yeah, so let's start to put some of the decals on. I love this bit. So that is job done. All the decals are on, all the detail parts, windscreen wipers, door mirrors. Might look for some better ones, they're okay. I've also got some coloured vinyl. I'm really very happy with that. Very happy. I love the way these stripes worked out. In previous videos I've used vinyl to create stripes, but the best way really is to paint them like this. So I'm glad I've been given the opportunity to show you how to do that. And this is a really nice platform to do it on, especially with the upgraded internals that we did. And there is another video on the channel which covers that. So in the next video, I think we'll take this out for a run, and thanks for watching. Cheers.